Dude, you're making this so much worse for yourself. I cannot believe this is like a real video. This Logan Paul video is far more embarrassing than you think. Let's dive into it and talk about it.
Coffeezilla. I watched your 3-part series called Investigating Logan Paul's Biggest Scam, and like many on this platform, you have successfully used my name for views and...
Dude, it's kind of funny already because he puts that serious music behind it and then like the news reporter style video.
money. While your work used to be impartial, your addiction to clicks has clouded your judgment and you've made very real errors with very real repercussions.
That's like the oldest deflection in the history of YouTube ever. Like anytime you go in the comment section of like a smaller YouTuber, even like myself, you'll see people that are like, oh, you're just doing this for clicks. Like that has been around since like 2002 on YouTube.
Coffee, you took a shot at my reputation. So in this video today, I'm going to be defending
Oh, no. Poor Logan Paul and your reputation. Oh, no.
myself with facts, something that you have gotten in the habit of twisting as you continue to morph from an investigator to a gossip channel. You see, Coffeezilla tried to work with law enforcement in the past, but his work was described as not anchored to truth and often speculative. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, and he's nothing more than the Keemstar of crypto and finance. But as opposed to just telling you, I'm going to show you some of the core discrepancies that I caught in Coffeezilla's investigation. Coffee, you interviewed the developer who stole the game code, fled to Switzerland, and held it hostage for $1 million. Well, his name is Zach Kelling. Surely, as the internet detective that you proclaim to be, you would know that he spent time in prison for multiple felonies, one for...
So this is just his self-report to be like, this is the bad guy that I hired. I hired a bad guy. What else is he gonna say here?
Aggravated robbery, armed robbery at a liquor store, and the other for, surprise, obstructing the legal process.
These are the guys that you hired, you idiot. So this video is essentially a self-report. He's just calling himself out without actually realizing that, which is what makes this so goddamn embarrassing.
I can see why you kept him anonymous.
Who will be calling Z here.
I guess among many things, it doesn't surprise me that he lied about having 30 engineers and a $50,000 a week burn rate.
Dude, you're making this so much worse for yourself. I cannot believe this is like a real video. At some point, he's gonna like want to delete this, I would imagine, right?
On my end, I've seen the 30 engineers. I'm burning $50,000 a week.
Which, side note, is how this delusionist landed on the $1 million code ransom, but it turns out he only had 3 engineers. Wouldn't someone with journalistic integrity know their credible source had not only an agenda, but a fondness for orange jumpsuits? Or did you just hear what you wanted to hear and moved on? Because even if you're lying to yourself...
Okay, and also sidebar too, anything dealing with NFTs or crypto is just bad. All of it is bad in general. So it's kind of hard to defend yourself when you're dealing with something that's already a nightmare.
Even, you still have to believe it. And I know what you're thinking. What type of idiot would work with an unsavory individual like Zach Kelling? I guess that's what I get for trusting the team that I relied on to vet and manage Eddie's hiring process, who has turned out to be a professional con man that I have since learned fooled billionaires.
Oh, so another guy that you hired. So he's basically just being like, look, I took an L, I took another L.
The Mormon Church, the owner of the New York Yankees, and now me. And surely you knew Emilio, the gentleman who supposedly let his child invest in a cryptocurrency, was allegedly responsible for 2 rug pulls before you interviewed him. So either you missed that or you knew it and failed.
So you're calling yourself out on another L. Great job here. This is, God, could this get any more embarrassing?
To let the public know. Why? Because it was a clear sign that he was also untrustworthy. You seemed pretty excited when the guy told you that he couldn't hatch the eggs.
Wait, you can't even hatch?
No, I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
You're kidding! You can't hatch?
This is just like an attempt to distract from like the main point of what he should be discussing. He's just looking for little inklings of something to be like, maybe my audience will kind of believe this and then I'll be able to get away with it. But it's like, dude, this has nothing to do with it. So this doesn't even matter. This holds no weight. I mean, sure, it might like have something, you know, but it's not like the crux of this conversation.
You're kidding. You can't hatch.
You can't hatch?
Yeah, 1 second of research would prove that to be false, as you can definitely hatch eggs and even breed your animals.
Click on that. Oh, we got a duck.
And as you pointed out in your fine print, cross-hatching was available on ETH at one point, but you perpetuated the opposite as truth with your chest out.
Basically, nothing worked.
And by the way, Guy, almost all NFTs are just pictures.
I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
And surely a real internet detective would not break criminal and
That is what it is. They've been the worst thing ever from the jump. I don't know what you're talking about.
laws in trying to get information, right? So why have you allowed the illegal recording of Jeff's phone call without his permission? And then more like an internet criminal, post it online.
And it was interesting.
He lives in a one-party state, which when I looked this up, he lives in Texas, which this is legal in Texas, okay? Logan Paul just didn't do his research, simply.
It was like, this is wild.
Now, although you didn't verify any backgrounds, substantiate any evidence, took multiple criminals' words as truth, and broke laws, you still published the defamation. However, unlike you, the blockchain doesn't lie. So let's highlight some things that you did point out. Crypto King Jake stole $6 million. True or not, we had already removed him from the team when we realized he was a bad actor and his motives were purely financial. Conman Eddie, lead developer, stole $1.7 million. True or not, when we learned he was a bad actor as well, he was immediately removed from the team. While myself and Jeff sold nothing and made nothing as verified through investigation and the blockchain.
Jeff, Logan's manager, to my knowledge, never sold. Neither did Logan Paul.
I repeat, Jeff and I made no money and will never make any money on Crypto Zoo. In fact, we only lost money trying to pick up the pieces.
Cool. Lose money. I don't care. It's all a giant rug pull. No one gives a shit about NFTs except for idiots like you, dude.
As has been the case with dozens of crypto and NFT projects, the space is unfortunately ripe for bad actors to infiltrate projects that start with even the best intentions. Jake the Snake is no longer affiliated with Crypto Zoo, and we hope the money he reappropriated was worth ruining his reputation. Conman Eddie is being investigated by a higher authority that I cannot speak on.
I'm going to pause this right here because a lot of the stuff that I'm saying is kind of like obvious at this point. But what I want to show you guys, look at what his own fans are saying when he attacks credibility instead of the argument. That's how he knows he's guilty. These are his own fans. Reaching out through Logan's management is not the way to reach out to Logan. Got it. Makes perfect sense. And that's simply because Logan responded to the DM after he posted the video when Coffeezilla sent out that DM that he just didn't respond to right up front, before he made the video. Contact me, not my manager. That's what managers are for, Logan. Like, he's just getting roasted. Look at this. Logan, not my fault. My whole team was full of criminals. This is what happens when you give a narcissist a second chance. 12 months of silence. He was the only person to get a word out of your mouth. Not taking responsibility for anything is crazy. Yeah, so that whole video, he just wasn't taking responsibility for anything. He's just kind of beating around the bush was the whole rest of the video, essentially. I love the fact that Logan, the editor, tries to make Coffeezilla an idiot by making memes and destroying his face as a 6-year-old do. Very smart way to address this. Yeah, dude, this was like the most embarrassing video possible. That's about the last comment I'm going to read. I just found it funny that his own freaking audience was like, dude, you messed up. And like, there's not a single person there. There might be a few dumbasses in the comments that are like, you're right, buddy. But like, obviously the main core audience is like, no. So that's all I wanted to talk about and how embarrassing this is. So if you enjoyed this video and you enjoy YouTube pop culture, then smash that subscribe button because I really am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers this month. So that would be really useful. Appreciate you guys listening to this video and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.